Hey guys, what's going on? TTL here with another video. I want to do a quick little disclaimer. I normally do League of Legends educational content, and today is another prize picks video going over my favorite props for esports tomorrow, mainly because the last video got a ton of love, a lot of comments saying that they wanted to see more, to please make more CSGO content. So that's what we're doing, right? Please leave a comment. Let me know if you like this content or dislike this content. If you want me to go back to League, if you want me to do Valorant, CSGO, NBA prop bets, like just let me know what you want to see in the future, and I can definitely do that. The sports that I do on Prize Picks are any of the esports, so CSGO, Valorant, League. I do NBA and I do dabble in MLB a little bit. But yeah, just please let me know. I can definitely do that for you guys. So before I really get into my plays that I like for today, this is for April 29th, 2022. The games start at 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard, up until like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So you should be able to get these bets in once you see this video. Now, I do want to give a quick shout out. I did not have time to make a model today because my daughter and my fiance have COVID. Don't want to get into that too much. But yeah, so we were in the emergency room for my daughter because she's only 2, whatever. I didn't have time to make a model and do my projections today. So I am using Anthony's model. He's the esports analyst for Roto Radar. His Twitter is LinkDFS, and he does give a lot of free content on here. And he posts his projections pretty much every day, right? So every night he does MLB projections, esports projections, things like that. And this can be really helpful if you don't have time to make your own projections. I am using his for this research and for this video. So please go give him a follow. Just want to make sure that's very clear. I did not make these projections. Now, let's get into the plays. My play of the day, my favorite play for today is Joda over 38.5 kills in CSGO. Now, if we find Joda on here, the odds of the game are 105. Yeah, so the odds of the game are 105 to minus 139, right? So it's going to be a close game. These odds are based off of 26 rounds per map. The enemy team has an average of 26.6 as well. So it's going to be a pretty even game. We might go to overtime even, but I think that we probably go 28, 29 rounds on these maps. And that's just great because even with the 26.2 average for Joda, he averages 1.85 over his 38.5 kill line with enough damage to get almost 7 over his kill line. So with an extra 2 or 3 rounds, possibly even more per map, I really think he reaches his 38.5 number fairly easily. So yeah, I would definitely lock this in today, mix and match it with some of the other plays that I like, but this would definitely be like the #1 go-to for me. After Joda, my power plays would be Cello over 37.5, and he is actually on the same team as Joda, so the same things apply. I think it's going to go a lot of rounds per map. It's going to be a very close game, and very similarly to Joda, his average is 1.8 over his the PrizePicks line. So he does enough damage to get almost 5, so he gets 4.6 over damage wise. So if it goes a few extra rounds, I do think he hits this 37.5 number fairly easily. The next power play would be Spinks over 39.5. I think this game starts at 1:30, I believe, maybe 2. Get on here. Sorry. All right. Similar to the last one, the odds on this one are 148. So it's not as close, but it's pretty close. His line is set at 39.5, and his average is 1.82 over with enough damage to get 5.2. Again, I think this could go 28, 29 rounds of map. And yeah, I think he hits this number fairly easily. I like it as a power play. I like pairing him with Joda a lot today. And I personally have quite a bit of money on the Joda Spinks power play. The next power play is not on CSGO, so I can't really use this model. But I have oracle.elixir.com pulled up, which is a database for League of Legends. And when you do the math for his past 10 games, he's averaging 5.2 kills per game in the last 10. Let me repeat that. 5.2 kills per game in the last 10 on average. His line is absurd. His line is set at 8.5 for 3 games. This is a best of 5 match. So he has 3 games to get 8.5 kills. So he tends to play a lot of carry champions as well. Like, we can just scroll through his match history. We have Corki, Tryndamere, Victor, Rise, Ari. Like, he plays a lot of carry champions. So the other day, there was a 1 game. His line was set at 3.5. I love that bet. But he did end up playing Ivern. This is the only thing that worries me, is he might pick Ivern mid lane. But I don't see it happening. I think they were just testing the team comp, seeing how it happens. And even if this does happen 1 game, I think that he can get over the 8.5 just with the other 2 combined. So I would lock this one in. I honestly wanted to make this a play of the day. I wanted to like just lock this one in. But on the off chance he picks Ivern 1 game or even 2 games, that's a little bit iffy for me. Enough to not lock it into everything. But I do have quite a bit of money on Knight over 8.5. I love the pick, and I would lock it in. The last play is a flex play. So you can use this to make a 3, 4, 5 leg parlay on PrizePicks, just as an extra kind of bonus. And this would be floppy over 40.5. So that's fine. Floppy on the... And the reason this is a flex play is because on average, he has -2. Like, his difference to his PrizePicks line is -2, which means he's averaging like 38 kills per 2 games, right? 38.3 to be exact. He has been performing really well lately, right? And he's against both Joda and Cello, who we just went over. This should be a close game. Like, this game could be 29, 30, could go overtime, right? It could go like 35 rounds a map. Like, who knows, right? Nobody knows. Like, this matchup is so close that I do like taking floppies over at this 40.5 line. I think he has a pretty good chance of hitting it. And yeah, I like pairing, like, let's say Joda over 38.5, Cello over 37.5, and floppy over 40.5 to just make a quick little 3-man flex play. And it's a game stack, right? So in this case, if we're correct and they go to overtime and they have like 28, 29 on average rounds per map, they should all 3 hit, theoretically at least. So that's a really good like 3-man flex play that you can do. And yeah, you can even add Knight over 8.5 to that. You can add Spinks over 39.5, things like that, just to give you that extra beef into your flex plays. But yeah, so those are the 5 plays that I like today. I'll just drag it onto the screen so you can actually see it and actually visualize what I'm saying. So we'll go over it one more time. Our play of the day is Joda over 38.5. Our power plays are Cello over 37.5, Spinks over 39.5, and Knight over 8.5, which is absolutely absurd with that line. And then our flex play that's a little bit iffy, but I still love it, is floppy over 40.5. And if you didn't do this yet, I highly recommend, there is a free risk-free bet today up to like $10, I believe, maybe 20. And if you go to PrizePicks.com, sign up using the link in the description and in the comments, I get $25 and you get a 100% match on your first deposit. But you can play up to that $10 risk-free. And it's a mix of floppy over 40.5 and Joda over 38.5. So we add a community vote on this play. And yeah, you can just go put $10 on it. And if it misses, they'll give you $10 promo the next day. No problem, no questions asked. I highly recommend doing that. It's just a free bet, right? If it hits, hey, you just made a quick $20 profit. Like, no big deal. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully these plays all kill it, and I'll have another video tomorrow for that slate. So thank you guys. I really appreciate all the views and all the love that I've been getting from the PrizePicks community. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's smash it. And yeah, make sure to like the video and leave a comment. See you guys next time.